Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Now today we're going to be fitting a intake to Stevo the Evo. It's an AEM intake, really happy with the quality. If you want to see the quality of it in depth, well, I say in depth, we've done an unboxing video, so check that out. The link will be in the description. Now 5 o'clock tomorrow morning we are leaving to go and have a remap at Simon Norton's, well, Norton Tuning Solutions I think is the name of the company. So that's where we're going to be going. Quite a good reputation in the Evo community. I think his maps hit about 380, 400 horsepower with the current state of the Evo. So I'm looking forward to a big increase in power. It's going to be fun and I cannot wait. But that's for another video. Let's get this intake on. Let's get it done, ready for the map. So cutting it fine a bit. We had a couple of delays, so Rossport managed to pull it out of the bag. Is that even a word? Pull it out of the term and pull it out of the bag? I don't know. But anyway, they managed to get it to me on time. So big thank you to Rossport. Why I like the AEM intake is it actually reuses the cold air intake on the front of the car. So you're still going to get as cold air as possible, but we're also going to get the sound and a couple of benefits from the more freer flowing intake system. Now on AEM's website, they actually do a before and after dyno run of fitting that intake, and the Evo 10 in their video picks up 17 horsepower. Now I don't know why that is. I don't know, I'm not expecting any power gains, but if we did get any power gains, well, that's a bonus. The main reason I'm fitting it is because they sound great and also it looks great. AEM intake is now in Stevo and we're ready on time to go to the mappers tomorrow morning. Now I'll just give you a couple of tips from what I noticed when fitting this. Okay, so the pipe will want to actually go over the AEM thing. So what I've had to do is actually twist the pipe by hand to quite a bit of force, and then I clamped it down like that. So now it runs around the AEM. The actual intake pipe that AEM supply, the blow-off valve port is in a different location, and I noticed even on their videos, the pipe overlaps and it looks horrible and it doesn't look like it fits properly. But if you just twist it a little bit, you can get a much more cleaner fit. So I'm quite happy with the result. When fitting this, be sure to take off the foam seal from the old air box so that you can seal it in really nice. And just be careful going down there. That's the hardest hose clamp to tighten back up, the clamp that actually attaches this kit to the turbo. So that's the intake installed then. We're just going to take it out just to make sure that the wastegate lines have been hooked up correctly. And also we're going to do a little video just testing the sound of it. So that'll be the next video. We'll be showing you how much better it sounds, because that's really the main reason I bought this, just to get some of that turbo sounds. We did have a blow-off valve, but as you know, on the SSTs, not a good idea. So the only way to really safely get some turbo sounds is by having a cone filter, I suppose. So that's what we've done. So hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Remember to like if you liked the video. Remember to subscribe if you want to see more of Stevo, and if you want to see how that sounds and how he reacts to his remap. So exciting stuff, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.